Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to track your mushers as they progress through the Iditarod race that started on Sunday. So you guys should have a piece of paper. Each one of you should have it, even though you are working in partners or can work in partners. And so on this paper, we have checkpoint name, and you have all the different checkpoints that are listed through here. The check-in date, the check-in time. We'll be doing that in military time. Position in the race, number of dogs they have, time between checkpoints, distance between checkpoints, miles to go, rest in checkpoint, and then checkout time. So I'm going to show you how to fill all that information out. First thing you'll want to do is you'll want to write your musher's name on the top left, and then your name, and if you have a partner, write your partner's name below. Okay, and you guys will each be getting a piece of paper. So if you're the other partner, you also have to fill in your own. And I'm going to show you guys how you can track all this. You can see a couple of the things already filled in. We've already got the check-in date because the race started on March 7th on Sunday. And the miles to go is 868 miles because that's the amount of how long the race is. And so all the way down to 0 miles left to go. The boxes that are checked gray do not have to be filled out because that information won't be necessary. Okay. So let's go ahead and figure out how I could track for my musher. So I'm going to take you over to the website iditarod.com. Okay, and so you can just Google iditarod.com. It should take you to this website. And then I'm going to show you how you can access all that information we need to fill in. So you'll go over to where it says Race Center and then Standings. And then once you click on Standings, Race Logs. And there's 21 race logs right now, and I'm doing this video at 10:10 in the morning on Monday. So there will be more race logs as you go. But if we look at the very first race log and just click on number 1, you can find your musher over here. There's their name on the left side, and then what time they started the race. Now, it's interesting. They all started at Deshka Landing, which is the starting point, but they all started at different times. They started 2 minutes apart. Okay, so this is in military time. So military time is out of 24 hours. So 1400, 1200 would be noon. So 0 is midnight, 12 is noon. 1400 will be 2 hours past noon. So this is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And they started 2 minutes apart. So the musher who started last, which was Victoria Hardwick, started over an hour and a half behind the other mushers, or the first musher. So let's say, for example, I'm going to track Ryan Reddington. Okay, so if I'm doing Ryan Reddington, I see that he starts off in 19th place. Okay, this number here is the bib number. That's just the number they're assigned to, so I don't need to pay attention to that. But Ryan Reddington started off in 19th place. There he is. And he started the race at 14:36. So that would be 2:36 in the afternoon, Alaska time. So I can go back to my log. Okay, let me go back to my log real quick, and I can come on, mouse. There we go. And I would put in that he started at was 14:34. Okay, and that'd be again 2:34 in the afternoon. He had I could tell he had 14 dogs from that thing I looked at, and he started in 19th place. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'll go back to the website. And I'm going to maybe look at a few more logs. Maybe I'll look at log number 5, for example. Let's see what's on log number 5. So this is, they've progressed through the race. I can see Ryan Reddington's actually in first place now. He started in 19th place. And I can see he's made it to the Squintna checkpoint. Squintna checkpoint. And so he checked into that checkpoint at 20:06. Okay, 20:06. That'd be 8:06 in the evening, Alaska time. Okay, I can see he still has 14 dogs. I can also see what time he checked out and the number of dogs he checked out with. Okay, I can see the rest in the checkpoint. Okay, he's actually he's one of only 4 people that have made it to this checkpoint. If you go over, it has their previous checkpoint, which Deshka Landing was the starting spot. So that just tells you what time he started the race. Okay, and I can fill this information in for my first checkpoint. Okay, so let me go back to my log. And so again, I'm doing Ryan Reddington, and I would mark that he hit the Squintna checkpoint on the same date And now his check-in time, that information was given to me as 20:06. His position in the race is now 1. He has 14 dogs still. The time between checkpoints. Now, this is where I'm going to have to calculate. He started the race at 14:34 right here, and then he got to the checkpoint at 20:06. So that would be not quite 6 hours. I'm going to have to do the math there. That'd be 5 hours and 32 minutes, I believe. So I could write that down as 5:32. I'll just probably put 5 hours, 32 minutes, probably what I just write there. Okay. And I think my math's right. You'll have to double check. Obviously there's 60 minutes in an hour. And then the distance between checkpoints, I'll show you how to find that in a second, and the miles to go. But it gives you his rest in that checkpoint. He rested there for 7 minutes. Oops. Okay, so I can fill all that information out. He also checked out of the Squetna checkpoint at 20:13. Well, that would make sense because he rested for 7 minutes. He checked in at 20:06, 7 minutes later, 20:13. And I can keep tracking this as I go. So let me go back to my website. Okay. And again, if you don't have Ryan Reddington, you can find it. And if your person's not checked in yet at log number 5, check log number 6. And you can see there's more people checked in, or log number 7. And you can see there's more people checking into the Squetna checkpoint there. Okay. Now to find the miles to go, or the distance between checkpoints, I can actually go to where it says right here, 2021 checkpoints, and click right there. And you can actually fill in all the distances between the checkpoints. Now it gives you the distance from the start. So that tells you, we're actually starting from Deshka Landing here. So you can subtract 83 minus 16. I have a calculator right here. Maybe I should use that. 83 minus 16 gives you the distance between Deshka Landing, the starting spot, and then Squetna, and that's going to be 67 miles. And then I can subtract 123 minus 83, which is 40, and that's going to give you the distance between Squetna and Finger Lake, which is the next one. So you can use that information to fill out, go back here. I can use that information to fill out the Microsoft Word document here, or the paper you guys have in front of the miles to go and the distance between the checkpoints. Okay, so that's going to be the same for everybody, regardless of who your musher is. And so you could actually fill this information out right now, today, before your musher even gets that far. Okay, so let your ST teacher know if you have any questions. If you need help with the military time, talk to your teacher. And all right, have fun.